Okay, we are now in the camera in front of 4203. You can see us right here. Go ahead and put it back in. Right in front of the breezeway here. This appears to be the 3-inch line that is tied into the kitchen lines. The kitchen line is actually right here. So we should see this tie in as we drop down this. Okay. And that should be right there, the kitchen line for unit 4203. So we're going to see as we drop down. Okay, so you can see our cast iron is in very poor condition as we're dropping down. It's coming into the 90. And okay, we're going to ask 4203 if they can actually run some water for us. Would you mind if we run some water in your kitchen? We appreciate it. I'll just it might be more. Yeah, exactly. No, we appreciate it. I'm just going to kind of pull this a little close. I'll just put it. You're going to be right around. I'll just knock when I need back in. Okay, we've got some water running in 4203. I'm going to double check just to make sure which one is theirs. That is theirs. So hopefully that'll help clear some of the way so we can see the debris in the line. Boy, this line's getting weird. Okay, so obviously we've got some degradation in the line. Obviously we've got some buildup. This line's definitely going to need to have some work done to it. Yeah, there we go. Getting a lot of debris out. And you can tell this line is in very bad shape. Looks like most likely, I'm going to guess there's no bottom of the pipe here, but we'll see more when we shut off the water and we come out. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, now we're down in the main. Looks like we rolled over on our camera. So, all right. All right, Karina, if you want to go shut that water off in that unit. Okay. So obviously we've got some heavy debris buildup in this line. We're going to wait for this water to slow down before we pull it back, and hopefully on the pullback we'll see what kind of debris we've got, what kind of damage we've got to the line. So we can see as the line is starting to go down a little bit in water flow. Yeah, this line's in really bad shape too. Looks like there appears to be no bottom in this line. What's making it really tough to see is the fact that the sludge, which turns black, is very difficult to see through, and when you mix it with the water, it's really difficult to see, but you can tell by the degradation of the line, we're going to have most likely problems with the bottom of the sewer line. This line, fortunately, does not appear to be in such bad condition that we can't address the lining on it right now, instead of waiting for it to get a lot worse. So if we get to it now, this line should be easily savable. So obviously we can tell that the way this line was, we're getting a constant flow of water, and it's constantly holding water. That's why you can see about halfway up the line, you have a slight water mark at the halfway point of this line. The debris you see at the top, believe it or not, is actually grease and sludge building up because the grease floats on top of the water, and that's why it's sticking to the top of the pipe. So right here you can see there is no bottom of the pipe. This pipe is not fully round. It is going to have a trench at the bottom. Okay, we've been pulling back a little bit, and you can see as we're getting closer, this line is just in worse and worse condition. You can see right here, we've actually popped through a section and cleared a lot of debris. If you look up top, that's a lot of the grease buildup. All of this is going to have to be taken care of before we can line it. And so we're going to have to descale this line and degrease this line actually. And we're just going to slowly pull out. So you can see there's no bottom of the pipe here. We're actually dealing with, just like we did in 4209, there's no bottom of the piping here, and it gets worse as we get closer to the actual riser. You can see this grease buildup here just getting worse, and now we're coming up to the 90-degree riser in the line. All right. So the PVC sections, obviously, we don't have any problems with, but where we're going to have the issue is obviously the cast iron line sections.